In response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the virtual fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel becomes accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health status, and physical fitness level are unknown, and it is entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it is preferable to consult your physician before beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members to consult the Get Active Questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercise presentation in this video, it is recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare practitioner. If CAF members sustain an injury during this video, please remember to fill out a CF98. Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a sports and fitness instructor for Fort Wayne Cold Lake. Today we're going to go through a core workout. It's going to be no equipment needed, so you can do this at home or wherever you have the space to do it. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with a warm-up, get our blood flowing in our joints, and we're going to start with high knees. So 20 of those. Once you've done those, we're going to turn it around and do some butt kicks just in place. Same amount, 20 of those. And then we're going to do about 5 squats here. Then we're going to do some step back lunges. Don't worry about that knee touching the ground. So 5 per side. And then from there, you're going to get down into plank form. We're going to step it up by the hands. Open up the chest to the leg that's up here. Bring it back down. We'll do 4 per side. Back up to standing. So we got a little bit of a quick warm-up going. If you need a little bit of a longer one, feel free to repeat some of those steps. Continue with the high knees a bit and the butt kicks, and then move on to the first workload. All right, going into our first workload here, we're going to start with core supersets. We're going to start with standing knee to elbow raise, and then after that, we're going to go into standing woodchops. So standing with your feet about shoulder width apart, hands behind your head here. You're going to bring your right knee up to touch that elbow. Nice and slow and controlled. As you do it, keep that core nice and tight. 8 per side. Nice and controlled. That's both sides there. So option to grab a weight if you want for this, if you got a water bottle, whatever you got kicking around. We're gonna grab a little bit of a weight. So the further you stand apart, the more support you're gonna have at the base. So around shoulder width apart with your feet, bring that weight from hip width. We wanna prevent that rotation at our core. So bring the weight up across your chest and back down. Keep that core nice and tight, squeeze those glutes at the same time. 8 per side. Nice and controlled, slow movements. And then we're going to switch sides, shake it off for a second. Other side. Nice and stable. All right, drop that weight. Give yourself a little bit of a rest before we repeat that again. If you need a little bit of a longer rest, feel free to pause the video and take it. But we're gonna aim for around a 30-second to about a minute rest here. So short rest. Feel free to pause it for that rest, otherwise I'm just gonna keep working through. All right, back to those standing knee to elbow touches. Feet shoulder width apart, knee to elbow, nice tight core. 8 per side. Half done. Last one. All right, grab that weight again. Back into that second set of wood chops. Starting from the hip, up across the shoulder. Nice tight core as we do this. Squeeze those glutes as well. All right, switch sides, breathe it out. Make sure you breathe while you do your reps. Getting close there. Last one. All right. If you need a little bit more of a challenge, feel free to repeat that for a third time. Otherwise, we'll take a short rest here, about a minute long, and get started on that second workload. Round 2. So supersets again, starting with Superman's 5 sets for a count of 5 each time. And then hollow holds after that, 5 sets for a count of 5 each time. So let's hit it down to the ground, prone position. Arms up overhead. If you've got the room, keep our head in line with the rest of our spine. And up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 4 more. And down. Number 3. Make sure you're not overextending that spine. And down, last one. And down. So we're going to flip it over, hollow holds now. Legs out in front of you, arms up overhead. So 5 reps for a count of 5 each time. Watch that lower back isn't rounding. Legs up, arms up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and touch down, back up. Bring the leg in if you find that lower back is rounding. And down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. All right. So a little bit of a short rest before we get into that second round of those. And then we'll go back into those Supermans and hollow holds again. So give yourself a little bit of a rest. Breathe it out and get ready for that next set here. So we'll lay it down, prone position, drop it down. Arms up overhead, legs straight out behind you. 5 rounds for a count of 5 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Make sure the shoulders aren't going right up by your ears. And down, that's 3, 2 more. And back down, and last one. All right. So we're gonna switch it over. Hollow holds, 5 reps, count of 5 each time. So straighten those legs out. Again, if you need to bring a knee in while you do it to prevent that lower back from rounding, please do so. All right, arms up overhead and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Keep that core nice and tight. And down. 3. 2 more. Last one. All right. So we're going to move into our third workload. Pause the video, take about a minute rest if you need to. If you feel like you need more of a challenge, repeat that one more time so you get through it 3 times. Otherwise, we'll move on to the third workload. All right, third workload, we're going to start with glute bridge with a kick and follow that up with plank toe touches. We're going to do 8 per side for each one, supersets again, rest between, and repeat. All right, starting with those glute bridges, make sure that head's on the ground, hands down by your glutes, and we're going to keep our hips up the whole time, trying to stay as stable as possible, tight core, tight glutes, kick out. I don't want to see a whole bunch of rocking back and forth. Keep those hips up, don't let them drop down. Almost there. All right, nice slow lower. Switching it over to plank now. All right, nice wide step in those feet. And we're going to make sure that we come back to plank every time. All right, so hips up in the air, opposite touch, back down to plank, drop those hips back down. Other foot. You don't need to touch those toes, just reach back for them. Slow and controlled is what we want. So that way that core is working to stabilize our body. Halfway. We're at 6. Keep that core nice and tight. Last one. There we go. All right, short rest. Catch your breath. Nice deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We'll go back into those glute bridges and then back into those plank toe touches, and that's it. All right. So nice, easy, slow transition. Allow your body to rest a little bit. If you need a little bit of a longer rest, feel free to take it. Do what you need to get it done. All right. So heels nice and close so you can touch them. About hip width apart. Raise those hips up, stabilize those shoulders, and kick out. Nice, slow, and controlled. Keep those hips from falling down. Last set. Perfect, drop it down. All right, flip it back over, plank toe touches. 8 per side. Hands under shoulders. Wide step those feet, drop those hips down, plank. Opposite toe touch, all the way back down. Bring the hips all the way back down. halfway. Seven, 8. All right, back hook stand. Awesome work. If you feel like you need a little more of a challenge, repeat that one more time. Otherwise, we'll move on to the cool down. Great work. All right, cool down. We're gonna do a few stretches, starting with your arms behind your back. Grab your hands, chest up, shoulders back, head up as well, and stretch. Nice deep breaths as we stretch. And then let it go, swing it out. Feel free to do a second round if you need to. Otherwise, we'll take our right arm across the front of our chest, keeping that shoulder down so it's not hiked up by your ear. Nice deep breaths as you stretch. All right, and then swing it out. Nice light swing. Switch sides. All right, swing it out again. Then we'll take our right arm up overhead. Sore hand is on our back. Take the other elbow, keeping that chest up, head up as well. And stretch. All right, drop it down, swing it out, switch sides. Head up, chest up. All right, drop it down. Take a seat on the ground, left leg out. Reach for that foot, take your right arm, keep that chest open, and up overhead, just to where you can reach, where you feel that stretch. Nice deep breath and hold. And then release from the arm first. Switching sides. Reach for that foot, keep that chest open, and reach up and out. Giving your back a little bit of a stretch here, that lower back that tends to be quite tight on a lot of people. Again, feel free to repeat these if you need a little bit of an extra stretch. Otherwise, we will drop it down to our back here. Bring our leg up across the top of our left thigh. Bring our leg in. And stretch. Get a little bit of a glute stretch there. Remember to keep breathing. A nice slow release. And switch sides. All right, drop it down. While we're on our backs here, we're going to give our wrists a little bit of a stretch. So with your right hand out in front of you, palm to the sky, grab those fingers, stretch it back just a little bit. And then the other way, nice slow stretch. Pull those fingers towards you just a little bit. Stretch out our forearms a bit. And switch sides. Nice deep breath, relax. And switch sides, pulling those fingers down towards you. All right. That concludes our short little core workout we had with a quick warm-up and cool down. If you feel like you need a little bit extra stretch in there, by all means, add some more in. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.